sports. Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the football first here today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call.
Hold it, open.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Back to pass. It's Rashada. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Love the aggressive mindset from this defensive coordinator. 3rd down and long, why not bring the blitz? Roll the dice. Play a little man coverage on the back end. Hope you get there before the quarterback can make you pay for it, and they come up with a sack.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's Young. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Got it. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. It's a run to the left. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit.
Got a lane. Can he get in?
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
We'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Caught quickly. Powers through. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass falls incomplete on the final play of an exciting first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Refusing to be stopped on this play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking for some space. It's Robinson. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He fields the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
There's a screen pass to the running back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tight end goes in motion. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Pitch play to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Grab behind the line. It's Richardson. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Georgia offense will take over.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Throws to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And this one is right through. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Great move there. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way that
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
To throw, it's Rashada. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Dogs will line up to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll try to run it with the option. Solid gain, moves the ball with the 37.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The Dogs will have to kick this away. That's his 4th one already today. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Caught behind the line. It's Richardson.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Scanning the field. It's Brown. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with his receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the Georgia offense will take over.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On the run, it's Robinson. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Hit as he released it. Here's a wide open receiver complete. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a quick grab.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
To the wideout. Picks up 7. First down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He's got it near the end zone. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Back in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the defense brings him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football.
They pressure him and get him on 4th down. There is a flag, but I think this sack is going to stand. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here's the option play. We'll toss it to the back.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Georgia.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets past the tackler into open space now.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Georgia offense will take over.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Humphries. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. That's caught. It's Humphries. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The clock is still running. I have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. 4th down and long, and they give up a big play over the top for a conversion. Oh, that one hurt.
The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. And the quarterback will just clock the football.
Pass attempt falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Chris, the design of his play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left.
Timeout called by the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field, it's Brown. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
It's now
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles and try to slow this guy down.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.